Yo, me head out. Got 5 seconds to like this video. If you don't, then you gonna wake up looking like this nigga for the rest of your life.
Hello, motherfucker.
What up with YouTube? It's your boy Daddy. We back with another reaction video. Today, we gonna react to part 3, the finale, man. Y'all was on my head talking crazy, gang. Hey, bro, I'm gonna drop it for y'all, bro. I'm gonna drop it, gang. I ain't wanna do all 3 at once. So 2 wanna sit here in the chair and watch an hour and 30-minute video straight. Come on, gang. Like, you knew you wouldn't do that, gang, unless you was laying down in your bed, feet kicked up, kicking them in the air and stuff, gang. I gotta sit here in this hard chair and watch for an hour and 30 minutes. So no, I'm gonna break it into 3 parts. This part 3, gang. Hey, y'all smashing that like button on the other 2 parts. So look, I got this for y'all. Go ahead and smash the like button on this. Roll to 1.7K subs, man. Hit that sub button, man. 1.7K on the way, man. Hit the sub button, turn notifications so you know when I post videos. Follow me on Twitch. Link description down below. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Part 3.
Bird played awesome down the stretch of that game.
Trailing 2-1 in the series, the Celtics were down by 1 point in the final minute of the game. But Larry Bird wouldn't be easily vanquished.
Open his aim.
Larry, Tracy, number Grady. Tracy, number Grady. Let's go, Larry.
With 7 seconds left, though, the Lakers still had life.
Okay.
3 years earlier in the '84 finals, Magic had flubbed a similar situation. But this was a different Magic.
Come on, Lake Show, what y'all gonna do?
Bag of tricks.
Magic,
my
pump
man
fake.
switched
Hey,
to Kareem.
step back.
Kevin McHale jumped out to me. As soon as I saw Kevin, I said, "Oh, I'm taking him."
Okay.
You know, Magic puts it on the floor, a couple head and shoulder fakes.
Dribble penetration. Kareem hook shot.
That was going to get that shot.
Let's run that back, man. He did that. Oh, he said, "Oh, you want to switch game? Big man on me." Dribble penetration, hook shot right over you. Mind you, Magic is 6'7", 6'8", gang. Hey, come on, bro. He's still a tall guard, gang. So either way, he faster than the center, and he got height. So yeah, floated right over him.
Get that shot.
Good stuff, Magic.
I remember after
2 seconds left.
Thinking, there's still a shot here. Celtics may still win this game.
Bro, if the Celtics win this game, bro, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, what? How they win with 2 seconds? Oh yeah, they do got Larry Bird. My fault.
Set up a great play. Bird walked Worthy all the way up, forced the denial all the way up.
We've done it before. Clear everybody out, go to the ball, and break to the corner.
He caught it here, and as he caught it, all he had to do was turn, and just turn, and he just let this thing go.
He made it.
Got a wide open look, couldn't believe it.
And I'm standing right there. It is straight as an arrow.
Dead on.
Oh, nah, son. I thought he made that, bro. Ain't no way he missed that, bro. You missed that wide open? Come on, gang. That was your perfect shot at opportunity. Bro, I thought you made that, bro. I thought you ended the whole little shebang, gang. I thought you won it.
And the Lakers have won.
Y'all gave him that wide open look, though.
Because it's right on line.
He looked at me like, how did you ever leave me that wide open?
You gotta be kidding me. Changed the whole series.
The Lakers won the series in 6.
Dang.
In the aftermath of a year in which Magic had won his first MVP, the rivalry suddenly took on a new tone.
Magic's just a great basketball player. He's the best I've ever seen, you know. Unbelievable. I don't know what to say.
At least he gave him his props.
Because I thought to myself, maybe this is the beginning of a new era that's not going to include him. It was the passing of the torch a little bit.
After vanquishing Bird in '87, Magic wasn't done winning. The following year, he squared off in the finals against his good friend Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons, beating them to become the NBA's first repeat champions in 2 decades.
Okay,
By the
Magic.
dawn of the '90s, he'd won 5 titles, played in 8.
Magic won 5 rings, bro. I ain't know he won that many. 5? Dang. It's not a debate, bro. Greatest point guard of all time, Magic Johnson, bro.
By the dawn of the 90s, he'd won 5 titles, played in 8 finals, and equaled Bird's MVP tally of 3.
Okay.
But the more Magic won, the less Irvin seemed to be around to reap the spoils.
Once I tasted the champagne and the championship, I wanted more of that and more of that. So Magic kept growing because we were successful. And the persona and all of that came with that.
Okay.
The Prince of LA was now the king. And in Hollywood, being royalty had its perks.
What was Irvin Johnson's vice? Now, you know my publicist wants me to say winning. But women loved Irvin.
Back then, before voicemail, they used to have these mail slots in the hotels where you leave your key. And when we get into a town, Irvin's mail slot would be so packed, and it would be just Susan and a phone number, Linda and a phone number, Joyce and a phone number. I mean, that was every city, every time.
I was on top of my game as Magic, so I needed all that around me at that time. The women, the this, the that, Hollywood.
Magic was living in a context of sybaritic excess from the minute he walked in the door, and he developed a sweet tooth for it.
Sex with several women at the same time.
Yeah.
That's why you got that, you know, you got that disease, bro. Come on, gang. Several women at once? No protection? Come on, gang. Tripping, son.
Sex with several women at the same time.
Yeah. Like I said, women have different fantasies. Some want to be with 2 or 3 at a time. You know, one time I had 6 at one time. That's just...
I really do believe he looks upon Magic Johnson as a movie character he played. I think Irvin got overwhelmed in LA by what it meant to be a star.
That's probably true that the Magic ego swallowed Irvin a little bit, but that's okay because I couldn't win 5 championships without that.
Through all of this haze of women and money and fame and fortune, he still kept basketball at number 1. He never seemed to lose that focus.
Larry had 2 jobs his last 7 years of playing. It was playing basketball and then
At the time, and I was pretty amazed how he could fight through that all week, then come home on the weekend and it was black and swollen, and he'd sit around on the weekend and put that boot on and go again. If you get paid to go to work, you got to go to work.
it was a situation that he was seeing almost daily. He had lost the structural stability in his spine, so it would slip into abnormal positions to try and lock itself to get an artificial stability. That's like getting your finger stuck in the door and somebody's still pushing on the door.
Damn!
So the way to do is unlock his spine, realign it, do techniques that would hold that for 4 hours, 6 hours, that type of thing, and then he'd go play basketball.
Damn, Bird. Damn, shit. You was fighting through all that just to play basketball, son? I get it, you love basketball, but me personally, gang, nah, gang. My back hurting. He said his spine was like a finger again, shutting the door, and somebody keep pulling on the door. Come on, son, bro. You gotta know when enough is enough, gang. You had to lay down on the plane, lay down on the sideline. Now, what if somebody would have ran over there and stepped on your back then? What you would have did then, son? You would have got up mad? You couldn't even have... No. Let me change that. You wouldn't even have got up because your back all messed up, son. You would just have to lay there in pain, gang, and been mad at the world. Come on, gang, son. You can't be letting basketball take over your life like that, bro. Dang. Bad back Larry. Bad back Bird. That's crazy, son. It's crazy.
Every time I would play, I was wondering if I was going to be in a wheelchair. Was I ever going to be able to, walk on the beach or hold my kids?
His pain and his quest for basketball became all-encompassing. Very few people really knew what Larry was living with, because this was Larry's issue, and there was no sharing of his pain.
I probably should have retired in 88, 89, but it's that competition. Maybe one more chance, me and Magic get together in the finals, but it never happened.
Respect.
I'm sleeping, really, laying down, just waiting on the game, and phone rings, and the voice says, "Hey, you gotta come back to LA." And I said, "Okay, why?" "Well, I can't tell you until you get to LA." So I said, "Okay."
2 hours later, he was in the office of Lakers team physician Michael Melman.
Dr. Melman starts to tell me that, through the physical that I took, that they discovered that I had HIV.
Come on, Maggie. Son! That's what you get, man. Like, you just said a few minutes ago, you like to have sex with multiple women at once. Now, to my knowledge, you ain't supposed to do that shit. Especially not at the same time, bro. Unprotected. And now you sitting up here messing up your basketball life because you want to have HIV. Come on, son. You upset me, son. You making us Black Panthers look bad. Multiple women at once? Unprotected sex? Come on, gang. And now you shocked that you got HIV. And it's about to ruin your basketball life. Nah, man. You should have never been surprised. You should have worn protection. You tripping.
First time ever in my life. I'm such a control freak, right? Do things the right way. I'm out of control. Oh, it was everything. How is it possible? What happened?
Come
how
on,
did it
man.
happen to me?
You know how.
And my mind is racing, and then you're just devastated.
Further complicating things, Magic had gotten married just 2 months earlier, and he feared the worst for his new bride, Cookie, who was pregnant with their first child.
I don't know what's...
Their first child, he's a fizzle, gang. He's a fizzle. Look up Magic Johnson's first son, gang. Look up his son. Look at Magic Johnson's son.
What's going to happen with my wife and my baby? I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't have control of the situation, and I was lost just for that next 2 or 3 weeks.
And after Magic learned neither his wife nor his unborn child were infected, he began revealing the news to his inner circle.
The phone rang, and it was Magic's agent, Lon Rosen. And he said, "Irvin's looking for you, call him." And I said, "I'll call him when I get to Paramount." And he says, "Call him now." I said, "Lon, I'll call him when I get to Paramount. I'll be there in 20 minutes. And he said, "You got to call him now. Irvin's HIV positive." I remember I was sitting on the bed. I remember standing up at that point. And I said, how is that possible?
What you mean? You know how.
I'm thinking Irvin's gonna get skinny and die. I mean, literally, that's what I thought. Irvin's gonna get skinny and die.
The first person I thought of was Larry. I wonder what Larry thinks.
The day that I heard about Magic, it just sort of changed my love for basketball. It shook me up. You know, you get that feeling, probably the same type of feeling I had when my father died.
He wants to understand why, you know, how can I talk to him? How, I need to speak to him. It was just really important for Larry to talk to him.
You know, it's sort of, I don't know. I wanted to hear it from him, probably didn't believe it.
Calls me, and we're talking. You know, it's just, how you doing? I heard about it, and you can almost hear both of us with some tears in our eyes, and I'm choked up because he did call me. And
Bird a real brother. Bird a real one for doing that, son. Real talk, son. He ain't have to.
You know, when something happens, to you, and then you find out who really your friends are and people who really care about you. You figure all those battles, all those
college,
we had to
NBA,
go through as warriors,
after the NBA,
as competitors, then as men, and here this man says, "Hey, you know what, man? You're okay." And so that was the greatest moment for me too, you know, to have him check on me and to make sure I was okay. First of all, let me say good late afternoon. Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers.
Now y'all see what sex can do for you. It can do real good, and it can do real bad. And this is the example of the very bad it can do for you. Rip protection.
Today.
It's the only press conference I've ever been in where I've seen reporters cry. I mean, we thought this guy was in total denial.
I plan on going on living for a long time, bugging you guys like I've always have.
We thought this smile was going to be wiped off his face forever, and he was going to die, but we're going to watch him die in public.
I just remember in the room, he was joking, and I'm sitting there looking at him crying, and he's like, "Coop, man, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. It's going to be all right."
I am going to go on, I'm going to beat it, and I'm going to have fun.
Sure, come on. You're going to beat this? And to him, it was a contest. Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, AIDS and Magic Johnson, it's same thing. It's just a different game, different rules, but I'm still going to win.
He wasn't planning on going nowhere. Irvin was planning that day to find the right medicine, to eat right, get rest, and live forever. That's what he was planning.
Thank you again, and I'll see you soon.
But as Magic put up a positive public face, his nemesis, still out of sorts, shed the mask he had hidden behind for years.
He was visibly like, wow, how could that happen? You know, it really set him back.
Probably the two toughest days I've had since my father passed away, and I've been very depressed and sort of been out of it.
I listened to him talk in this press conference about how devastated he was, and I remember thinking to myself, you know, goddamn, Larry found Irvin.
You know, just out of the blue, something like that happening. It's just a Never had, other than one other instance, and I was hoping I'd never see that again, because I remember how I felt weeks after that. And yesterday was just a sad day.
And at his game that night, Bird was forced to confront pain he couldn't so easily play through.
Didn't want to be there that night. First time ever. And really last. I remember we played in Atlanta. Had no feel for the game, you know. This wasn't a good time to be out there. Never had that before.
That night he threw a pass. I'll never forget, he threw a half-court pass behind his back for a layup. And if you blurred your eyes, just squinted your eyes, it looked like magic. And it was Larry saying goodbye.
You know, I mean, this competition thing is amazing, what it does to you. What you put your body through and what you do and what you say and how you feel, and knowing that he's not there wouldn't feel right. But I think it's all them years that, you know, what's he doing? What if he's practicing this hard? I bet he shot 500 shots a day and I didn't get 500 in. It's always that mind games.
Bird played through the 91-92 season, his last in the NBA. But a part of him was already gone.
I didn't check the papers anymore. You know, it didn't matter. I still wanted to compete, you know, but it wasn't the same. It really wasn't.
With the exception of that year when he was called Tragic Johnson because on the basketball court things didn't shake down properly, this is the first time I'm hearing ignorance, hatred, vicious, nasty things.
There was some of my former teammates who had their own little things that they were talking about and why this happened to me.
You know anybody else that's heterosexually got it? Come on, man. You're in denial. I've been called gay, faggot, Irvin's lover.
Hey,
all that shit.
Lon Rosen got a call from Isaiah Thomas asking, you know, I keep hearing Magic's gay. And Lon said, well, for crying out loud, you know better than anybody he isn't. You're one of his best friends. And he said, well, we don't know what's going on in Hollywood. And the fact that Isaiah was questioning why he got this, I think it was really, really hurtful to him.
He used to say, you know, I don't want people to stop shaking my hand and giving me my hugs. He loves to be loved. And that's what bothered him the most, that people would change.
Why my camera blurry?
In relationship to him.
There we go. Well, fix up,
He would show
son.
up at the
Focus
Lakers
up.
facility to work out and to shoot some baskets, and he'd try to engage his teammates and say, hey, you want to play a little one-on-one before practice? And, oh, geez, no, I can't. I got to go get taped. Or, oh, geez, I got work to do. I got to do something else.
Crazy.
The worst thing of all of this, that I couldn't play basketball. I don't even think dealing with HIV. It was I couldn't play.
The game, the surroundings was his whole world. That's his personality. When you take that away, you know, you're hurting. I knew he was hurting in a big way.
The only sex is safe sex, and that's no sex.
As basketball went on without him, Magic performed ably in his new role as HIV educator and spokesman.
I'm helping every way that I can.
But he still pined for the arena, which had made him a star. So when he was invited to play in the 1992 NBA All-Star game, he jumped at the chance, promptly stealing the show and winning MVP honors. But that was just a warm-up for the encore Magic had up his sleeve.
He's not done yet, because we're going to go to Barcelona and bring back the gold for everyone here in the United States.
Okay.
For the first time ever, NBA players would be competing in the Olympics. And Magic, armed with a message, was not about to miss the show.
It would have proved to people that...
Hey, say, somebody commented on one of my videos and said I should do the Dream Team documentary. If y'all want to see me react to the Dream Team documentary, Comment down below if y'all want to see me react to the Dream Team documentary, man.
We're not going to
get this video to 10 likes too.
And then also for me too, personally, you know, it was therapy. It was a way to say, man, yeah, you get to do this one more time.
Okay.
There was also one other perk.
I think playing with Larry was very important. That's something they talked about. I mean, he was going to be on the Dream Team. He was going to be with Michael. He was going to be with Barkley. But he was going to play with Larry.
Magic kept saying to him, I just want to get you out on that court one more time. Let's just have one more sequence like we had all the way back in 1978. But it was interesting that with Magic being the one that was HIV positive, he felt great. He was in the best shape of his life.
I got a smile on my face.
He had worked so hard to make sure he didn't go there as a token player. And here was Larry, who couldn't even practice, who could barely move.
But you know what? Didn't matter. We were still together. You know, didn't matter.
Bird.
And when he got his opportunity, he switched a few.
Bucket.
Now who's taking the last shot with the game on the line?
When I got my opportunity, I still was Magic.
Woo!
14 years after they'd first crossed paths, the smiling kid from Lansing and the shy boy from French Lick were happily back together in Barcelona. But it took just one glance outside their hotel's front door each morning for them to see that as far as they had come, they were as far apart as ever.
The only way you walk out that door if you wanted attention. But I asked this guy, I know, how can you get around this? There's got to be a way. Lo and behold, there was a side door. You can go wherever you want. I was going to tell him about it, but seeing that smile on his face, the closer you got to that front door, come on. He didn't want no side door, you know Irvin. He'd go right in the middle of them.
Turn the long way, sweetheart. There you go.
I'm going out the front because that's who I am. I don't go out the back. I don't go out the side.
That's not me. If you want to go somewhere in a hurry, there's a door that leads you there, and I found it.
I respected him for that. And so, hell, I would try to find a side door for him. And we never tried to change each other. That's what made this relationship great.
One of my pet peeves always is when people say, oh, Michael Jordan saved the NBA. Bullshit. Bullshit. Magic and Larry saved the NBA. That's who saved the NBA. Magic and Larry.
Magic and Larry. Bird and Magic. To the millions who once watched them, now more than ever, they are inseparable. A pair of athletes thrown together by the cosmos to compete. A pair of men who discovered a bond in the midst of that competition. Decades removed from the height of their rivalry, their bond endures. Two impossibly different men with a connection only they can fully grasp.
It's almost like a private little club, and only the two of them are in it. And every once in a while, they need to show up to have a reunion and pay their dues to each other. But they don't need the day-to-day contact that most friends need. It's just not that kind of relationship.
But I always get this good feeling when I know I'm going to see him because he makes you feel good. You know, he really does. He's unbelievable.
He's very private, but if he's your friend, man, you got a friend for life. And Larry Bird is a straight shooter. He'll tell you when he don't like you. That's one thing I wish I could have from him, that he has that I don't have. I wish I had that.
I mean, he walked in here, this whole room would change, and maybe that's what I always wanted to be, but I just couldn't.
Dang. Woo! W's. dang, that was the end, man. That was a W little series, man. W3 episodes I done broke it into, gang. Dang. Now I know a little more about Larry, a little more about Bird, you feel me? I said Larry, come on, gang. Nick, I know a little more about Larry Bird and more about Magic Johnson and they rivalry, gang. I'm glad I watched this. Hey, whoever told me to watch this, man, shout out to you, gang. Now look, like I said in the video, if y'all want to see me react to the Dream Team documentary, comment down below, get this video 10 likes, man. Let me know if y'all want to see that, bro. I'll do that video too. I got y'all. Roll to 1.7k subs, man. Y'all hit that sub button, turn on notifications so I know when I post videos. Follow me on Twitch, link Twitch down below. And yeah, gang, love y'all boys, appreciate y'all. Catch y'all boys in the next video. I'm gone.